We're here.
We are here.
Stars and Stripes Classic.
We're doing it.
We're sitting under the lighthouse. I mean, look, I want to say I don't know how you feel, but I do know how you feel because, bro, we're on the field at Gillette Stadium, which for both of us, this is home.
This is it.
And this is one of those places that you grow up and you, like me, remember the old Foxborough Stadium, remember the building of Gillette Stadium, and what an iconic place this has been for the past 20 plus years. Greatness was built and existed in this building, an expectation of success, and we've had the opportunity to sit on this field today.
How lucky are we, man? Just a dynasty we got a chance to be a part of, and all, really all the great teams that have come from up this way. I don't know if I can think of a better venue for the maiden voyage of the Stars and Stripes Classic over Gillette Stadium up here in England.
And they've gone all out. The Kraft family, the Patriots organization, Gillette Stadium has gone all out in absolutely supporting every facet of this.
Yeah, man, it's really amazing to see what people are capable of with a collective vision and when you can come together to begin executing on that. I mean, this has been in the works for like less than a year.
Yeah.
And to see all of the pieces that would have to come together to make this thing real, without question, Green Beret Foundation, Navy SEAL Foundation, PLL, we're told multiple times by a bunch of different people, like, what you're trying to do is impossible in this window of time. And what a better venue for a bunch of Green Berets and Navy SEALs to get in the field, to go to combat against each other for an hour and a half, because how often do we get told, hey, like, what you're trying to do is impossible? And we're like, yeah, well, we're going to figure it out anyway.
So you were the honorary captain
Yes,
of
sir.
the Green Beret Foundation team. When this opportunity was presented to you, what did you think?
I was humbled, man. I was humbled. I consider it to be an honor to be able to be out here and stand on those sidelines with these warriors, many of which I know. You know, we had an amazing dinner last night. It was just like a blast from the past, man. For the guys I went through the selection with, to guys that I served with downrange in different combat environments, and then their families are all here. And I think that, to me, may be what's been amongst the most rewarding part of this entire experience. And that's a direct result of the GBF and the way that they treat those that they serve. I mean, full on, down to the nitty-gritty detail, childcare set up so mom and dad can go have a nice dinner together. I mean, it really does show what kind of a culture and what kind of a tribe you and I get to be a part of.
Yeah.
So to even just be a small part of this is a surreal honor to me.
So, Nick, we last sat down outside the stadium back in December for the Army-Navy game, and we had a chance to talk about kind of where we were as an organization, where Green Berets were going, being able to get out there and start really telling our stories. We talked about a number of things in that conversation, but the one I want to bring back up here, because it had the most engagement, most people came back and had comments and wanted to talk about that, was this concept of there's a difference between a quiet professional and a silent professional.
You know,
You, over the last couple of years, but really tremendous job over the last 6, 8, 12 months in getting out there and telling the story of the Red Wings, including to our world champions, Dawson Selfin.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Thank you for being a part, whatever part that was, and I don't know, but I know you had a part of those guys going out there and bringing that banner home. The guy was incredible. Why has that concept resonated so much?
I think it's still a slow evolution, as it has been and still is for me. It's a bit of a battle between, am I doing the right thing on behalf of this community, which I love and respect? Am I violating this code of silence that I may have intentionally or unintentionally signed up for? And it's taken me a while to get to where I am now, where I'm becoming more and more gradually comfortable being more forward-facing, kind of in public. And I'll tell you what really allows me to do it. It's really two main things. One is the feedback and the response and the engagement and interaction that I get from the 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kid out there that will tell me to my face, or through a comment or an email or a message, I really never know what the Green Berets did, but now I have an idea and I think I want to be one.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice? Boom. Right? That right there is phenomenal. Not only for our organization, for our nation, but for that individual. Right? That's a great thing. That is what I feed off of. But second to that is a lot of the members from our community I'm talking about active Green Berets, those that have recently transitioned out, that are starting to appreciate this as well. And they're coming out and saying, hey man, I think I may want to do something similar. I think I may want to start my own business. I think I may want to write a book or get into public speaking or help coach, or like, how did you do this? What, like, help me understand your process and what you've done to do that, and done so in what they consider to be an ethical, professional, moral, respectful way. That brings a tremendous amount of value and fulfillment to me. And that's really what feeds me to continue to do it.
I think it's important too. Environment like this, and why initiatives like this are so important, is because it shows everybody out there, all this group that you're talking about, that you can do it.
Oh yeah,
we're regular guys.
Regular guys.
You become a bit bionic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But we're people, man.
But we're people.
We're dudes. Yeah.
You know, and your drive, your motivation, the things that you've persevered through, the way that you've adapted. You didn't learn that after you lost your leg. No. You had that before.
Right.
And then you had to find a way to leverage those characteristics to reinvent yourself and get back out there and keep going.
Yeah. I mean, the capability is in the person listening to this right now. Like the 17-year-old kid that's like, man, I wonder if I have what it takes. The answer is you do. That's it. The answer is you do. You're going to have to make some really hard sacrifices and some really challenging choices, and probably push yourself higher than you have before. But the capability absolutely is there. And that is the person that I'm speaking to. Like literally right now, as you and I are doing this, or I'm doing something on social media or some other podcast, that's the person I want to reach out and touch and say, you have the ability within you, as long as you can see it, recognize your gaps, and you're willing to put in the effort and consistency and discipline, all these things, you can do this if you really want to do it, man.
Yeah, you just got to take that first step.
That's it.
That's it. And every guy on this field, whether you're a Green Beret or a Navy SEAL, I mean, they all had that same conversation.
At some point, probably multiple points, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And probably still do.
Probably still do, yeah.
So, all right, the boys are getting close. 5-7. We just scored again. We're going to get you back out to that sideline because we got to keep these guys going.
Here we go, brother.
So,
great to talk to you.
All right. Thanks.
Talk to you later, brother.